Whether you're a seasoned landlord or just starting out, finding the right tenant is crucial for protecting your investment property. In this video, we'll walk through a step-by-step process of obtaining a tenant screening report using Landlord Studio, and we'll also cover everything from accessing the tenant screening feature to reviewing the completed report, ensuring you have all the tools you need to make an informed tenant selection decision. Now, tenant screening is one of the main tools in a landlord's arsenal when it comes to protecting their assets. Ultimately, it helps you reduce the risk of late and misread payments and ensures your tenants are going to look after your property and report maintenance issues promptly. Now, tenant screening isn't just about protecting your property, it's about creating a positive experience for everyone involved. Now, Landlord Studio is a comprehensive property management tool designed to simplify the many tasks of the landlords that they face. And this includes rental accounting, property maintenance, rent collection, finding tenants with rental listings, and of course, running the comprehensive tenant screening reports. Now, Landlord Studio's tenant screening reports consist of three main parts: a full credit history, including SSN verification, resident score, trade line, bankruptcy, a nationwide criminal background check, and a nationwide eviction report. The data is collected through TransUnion, so you can feel assured that it's up to date and trustworthy. Now, Landlord Studio's reports start at $45, and the cost can be paid by the landlord or simply passed on to the tenant. Additionally, the tenant screening report can be run independently or as a part of a streamlined flow, which helps you master every aspect of finding a tenant. This includes creating rental listings and syndicating across top sites like Zillow, Zumpa, Trulia, and Hotpads, and then pre-screening these leads, collecting rental applications, and of course, running the screening report. Now, the process of running a tenant screening report in Landlord Studio is simple and straightforward. Step 1, accessing the tenant screening feature. Now, all you need to do is log into Landlord Studio account, and if you don't already have an account, you can simply go to our website and create one for free at landlordstudio.com. And from the dashboard, you can navigate across to this tenant screening page via the left-hand menu. Now, step 2 is running the screening report. Simply click on the new screening report button at the top right to start the process. Select the property, enter the necessary tenant details, and to run this report, all you need is the tenant's name and email address. No need to collect information like social security numbers or any personal information like that. Now, when you're done, just click submit. If you choose to pay, then you'll be asked to enter your payment details. If not, the tenant will be asked to pay once they've filled out the details themselves. And that's it. The step 4, tenant fills out the form online, and the tenant will receive an email with a link to begin the process online. The tenant simply needs to follow the steps on the screen, which include asking the tenant's consent to run a credit check, and then finally reviewing the completed screening report. Now, once the tenant submits the form, the report will be generated and you'll receive an email notification. You just have to log back into Landlord Studio to review the completed screening report. And that's it. Now, before we wrap up, there are a few legal considerations that every landlord needs to be aware of before they actually run that tenant screening report. Firstly, let's talk about the Fair Housing Act. This is a federal law that prohibits discrimination based on race, color, national origin, religion, sex, familial status, or disability. Now, when screening tenants, you must apply the same criteria and process to everyone to avoid discriminatory practices. Ensure your screening process is standardized and objective. Focus solely on the tenant's qualifications. Next, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or the FCRA, governs how you're allowed to use credit reports. Now, under this act, you must inform tenants if you plan to use their credit report and get their written consent. Now, when you screen tenants through Landlord Studio, we get the tenant's consent as a part of that screening flow. Now, if you decide not to rent to someone based on the information gained from their credit report, you must provide them with an adverse action notice, which explains the decision and gives them information on how to obtain a copy of their report. Now, we have a templated email you can use in Landlord Studio, or visit our website to find a customizable template. The link is in the description below. Now, screening for criminal background and eviction history is common, but it requires landlords to be careful. Blanket policies excluding all tenants with an eviction, on record, or any kind of criminal history can be deemed discriminatory. Instead, conduct an individualized assessment considering the nature, severity, and recency of the offense. This approach helps you to avoid potential legal issues while still protecting your property and other tenants. Remember that state and local laws can vary significantly. Now, some states have additional protections and requirements for tenant screening, so make sure you are familiar with the laws in your area. If you're unsure about the specific legal regulations that apply to your properties, consult legal professional advice. Now, tenant screening is essential for protecting your investment, ensuring timely rent payments and minimizing property damage, and building a harmonious tenant community. Now, with Landlord Studio, the process is efficient, thorough, and easy to manage. To screen tenants with Landlord Studio, simply visit us, landlordstudio.com, or click the link in the description below to create your free account. Whether you're managing one property or an entire portfolio, Landlord Studio has all the tools you need to succeed. Don't forget to like this video, and if you found it helpful, subscribe to our channel for more tips and tutorials on property management. And of course, if you have any questions, drop the comment in below. Thanks for watching this video, and happy landlording. Cheers.